Hey everybody, this is John Spalding with G1NBC Cuyahoga County, and we are doing our creator spotlight tonight. We have Johnny Wu and some of the cast and crew from the upcoming premiere of Innerself, a martial arts comedy musical. So we are going to have a chat tonight, meet them. You guys are welcome to add your questions in. We are sharing the video right now, and so I have those questions up. As I see them come in and as people are watching, we will bring those in to the chat. But without further ado, I'm just going to bring everyone that we have in the room live and say hello. So,
Hello.
Johnny.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm
Thank
awesome.
you for inviting us.
Oh, sure. Thanks for being here. So why don't you go ahead and tell us who we have on the call tonight and kind of how they were or are involved in the film.
Sure. First we have Kyle Zamanite with us. He and I, we started thinking about this idea of this movie in 2013. So that was as a short film, and eventually I spoke to my sales agent. He said that I need to do something as a feature or he would kick my ass. So we decided to make this one as a feature film and made it as a comedy musical. So that was the whole idea. Then we asked Jason Wang to be part of it because we want to have diversity in the group. So he actually can sing. So we realized he can sing and dance, he can do martial arts. So why not, right? For that, we also needed somebody who can choreograph the martial art fight sequences and also be part of it. Keith Collins, he joined us. He doesn't like to speak in having a speaking role, so we put him behind the scenes all the time. And of course, you want to put everybody together, that you need to have an assistant director or another actor to help us. So we had Jerry Sir. Known him for years, and he came on board and did a great job in helping us out. And obviously, to make everything work out, we need to have somebody who help us write the music or coordinate all the musical teams together. So we have Aryabarta Kumar. So he's there. So that's some of the team members that we had to make it work.
Cool. I like that. Tell me a little bit more about your conversation with Kyle and like what your initial pitch was to him with your idea.
We were just talking and messing around about doing a martial arts short film back then in 2013. And there was nothing to talk about musical or whatsoever, but it was just something that we want to put together for fun, to have him. Kyle, he's also an actor. He has been in several 40 hours film. He was also part The Rapture, a Joker's card, Superman fan film, the poster back there, and a couple others. So he did a really good job. A lot of people really liked the way he acts. So when we're talking about also Jean-Claude the Gambling Zombie, where he played a gambling zombie.
I can't forget about that one.
Exactly. So that was a lot of fun. Because of that, the talk that we have about doing this short, and I put together a script. It was a 20-minute-long short film. So when the sales agent Phil Gorn from Wonder Films Production, he said to me that he would kick my ass if I don't produce another feature. So we was like, you know what? This will be a good way to make this a challenge for all of us. I always wanted to do a musical. So I wanted to try something different because that's the only way you can learn to become a better filmmaker, is to do something that you've never done before. Mm-hmm. So musical was a two-way to do thing. You can either have people sing live and record them live like they do it with Les Smith, or you can just pre-record the music first and then do it in person and performing and listening.
Gotcha.
So we opted for the second part because it's much more easier for us to handle. Because I can't have an area there every time with a shoe, so you can play the music in the background, then Jason or other people will sing along to it. So
and some of us didn't know how to sing, so that was kind of a challenge.
I'm with you, man.
So we had some fun recording sessions.
Yeah, I don't know if I would stretch myself to be. I would have to figure out a way to be involved without singing, for the benefit of everybody. So Jason, he mentioned you next, right, as someone that he onboarded for the film. So when you heard the pitch and heard the idea, and given your background, It sounds like you were all in. What were some of your kind of initial thoughts?
I was just like, oh, all right, martial arts musical. I don't think anyone's done that before. And I remember talking to Johnny. I said, "Are you sure you want me to play this character?" And he says, "You're already that character. Like, you've done it before, so you're fine." And he's like, "You can sing, you can dance, you can act. So, pull out your triple threat and let's see how well you do with this thing."
Gotcha. Okay. And how do you think you did?
It was a lot of fun. Like, this is the first time I've ever gotten to do a comedic character. And it was a really interesting process to kind of just see how that character develops over time. Because like the first day, I kind of figured out who my character would be, but as we kept shooting, the character continued to evolve through the scenes, and it was a lot of fun to just kind of like push the characters to interact with each other and see where, I guess, comedic improv goes.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Keith, we'll talk to you. You choreographed this. How did that go? Like, what were some of your challenges, or how did you kind of stretch your development doing that kind of stuff for this film?
Funny enough, the biggest challenge for me was to make it PG-13 instead of rated R fights. So I had to tone down all.
You had to make it more like a musical.
Right. I had to tone down all brutality that, I normally would, get a chance to do, which was fine. It actually came out really good. So I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. It was very easy. Everybody was very physical and athletic, so they did a really good job.
Cool. Gotcha. And Arya, how about you? How was it kind of taking that vision, and what was your process for like composing and coming up with the piece that you worked on?
So when I talked to Johnny initially after reading the script, the only criteria he gave me was, I want the songs to be catchy. So
don't you love those guidelines?
Right. Well, as a composer, it actually works pretty well because I could really spread my creative wings and try different styles. And so as, for anyone who watches Innerself, they'll see different styles of music throughout the entire thing. And that was really what allowed me to kind of grow into this script and grow into the story. But it was great working with all the actors and hearing them sing on their first attempt and hearing them sing the actual recording. So it was a great experience.
Cool. What would be a song or a moment like of doing that where you felt really proud, like that it had come together? Like, is there a specific song or a specific moment in a song where you're like, yeah, I really like how that showed up?
I think there were multiple occasions when that happened, and of course, some of the actual final songs were things that we just sort of changed around in the recording session. Okay. For example, Johnny and I quickly found out that we didn't have the entire range that people could sing for certain songs, so we had to cut it down or scale it back or do some speak singing, which certainly changed the feel of the songs, but still worked very well for the film. But I think for every song that we got the actors in, and even putting together the score, it was just wow moments every single time.
Cool, gotcha. Jerry, we haven't heard from you. Now, remind me again, you are a character in the film. Do you also sing as well?
I do not.
What?
Actually. I did for the audition, but...
Oh! You mean you tried to sing and they decided not to have you sing?
Not very good. I don't blame for it.
What was the experience like for you, and kind of how did you? What was a challenge, and what went well?
First, I want to thank Johnny and Jason and everyone for allowing me to be on this as assistant director. I really learned a ton. This is my first assistant director role, so learning a whole bunch on set every day, and I took that with me, and directed my own stuff.
And you just featured your first directorial debut a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, didn't you?
Yeah. But on this Innerself was it was a really fun. Not a whole lot of challenges, really. Just
Okay. What was something as the AD that you took away and that you applied to your next work?
I would say it's organization and just planning ahead, way ahead.
Way ahead.
And, yeah.
And preparing for obstacles.
Right. Yeah. Just expecting those obstacles because they're always going to happen, and yeah, it just really prepared me for dealing with home stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. Johnny, back to you. Like with this being a unique stretch, right? The a martial arts musical. What did you do? Most of the script, or did you do all of it, or you switched between you and Kyle?
Kyle helped me a few part of it, and then we have a great friend of ours, Carson. Right now works for MoMA in New York City. He is really good at writing lyrics or rhymes things in like this. So he took about like area and spent the time and put it together, all the lyrics, and they're really, really catchy and very, very funny.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. So what we're going to do next is we're going to show the trailer, and so you guys just hang tight here on the call, and then we'll come back after the trailer, and we have another special segment before we close out and get you guys the details for the Inner Self premiere event coming up on May 12th. So we'll have them watch the trailer, and we'll be right back. Thank you, Conrad and Laura, for being here, and make sure you guys share this out, and we'll get some questions here for these guys in a little bit.
So Ed, why do you really want to learn Kung Fu?
When I was growing up, I was so different. I was always slower than everybody else.
Edward Ralph Turtle.
His eagerness to show that he's better. His need to want to fit in. That's the real issue.
What?
He's always been a loner, right? No friends growing up? And you always harassed him, bullied him. Then he created a barrier. And maybe they even bully you because you can't live up to a certain standard.
He thinks he's a kung fu man.
Look at them. It's great to see them bonding.
Yeah, perhaps they'll become brothers someday.
Daddy like. I want to be better than him, actually.
Then you can start with this. Cleaning.
Nice firm grip. You must work out.
Him? Work out? All he does is sit in front of the TV doing dirty things. I ordered a pizza for you. Go pick it up.
Guess you learned your lesson. Need to be training in my dojo. This school can't teach you anything.
This is ridiculous! I came to see a fight, not a make-up love story.
Welcome to Sensei Birch No's Kung Fu Dojo. So you're here for a free lesson?
Yes, I'm interested in learning some Kung Fu here. Sashay, bitch! I wanna show you all I won't keep being treated like a child. That's right, I'm a shining star.
All right, guys, so that was the trailer of Inner Self. I'm sorry if it was a little bit laggy on there. We will make sure that the recorded portion of this gets aired and it won't look like that. So what we're going to do next is I just have a couple slides I put together from some pictures of the event. So what Kyle's going to do is share his screen, and we're going to go ahead and bring that up, and I'm just going to have you guys kind of on the call here react to some of those pictures. So we're going to go ahead and bring that up.
Is that...
And he's going to get it.
Oh, should I minimize this?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I'll fix it here. We'll fix it live. So, all right. So you guys are looking at some pictures. Why don't you go ahead and let's give a couple. Like, if you guys have any reactions to that day of filming, or the picture itself, or anything that was going on, like kind of on set at that time, throw it out there and tell us about like kind of what picture.
All right, we can start with the one at the top left. When we're Jason on the floor. This is where when he gets beat up, and so he get kicked out of the school. Was that a long day that where we had like 18 and a half hours? Jason?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that was my first day on set.
Was it first day or the third day?
It was because you guys had already filmed a couple of days, and I think that was my first weekend on set.
Okay.
Yeah, we first or second.
Second?
Maybe first. I can't remember.
Okay. So I think that was a long day because we should only shoot 8 hours, then come back the next 4 hours. And that's also the day that the audio gear started to break apart. Which is kind of good because now I got a better one. But back then it was kind of very frustrating because we keep having to change batteries every 20 minutes.
Yeah, we ran through a huge pack of batteries. It was like a Sam's Club pack of batteries.
Yeah, and it turns out it was not a battery running down, but the gear itself is actually breaking apart. It was overheating. So we threw out all the good batteries for no reason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was like about $50 on batteries we spent, maybe more. But we decided to make it a whole one-day shoot because nobody wanted to come back the next day for 4 hours. And we stayed until midnight.
Yeah. And I think I remember you saying that, we're only going to be there till 8. And then you're like 9, and then 10, then 11. And then we're like, we hate you, Johnny. We really hate you.
Oh, come on.
So it's a running joke now. So I keep my mouth shut for now on. Do not say about the estimated finish time. Because every time I do that, Jason will yell at me like crazy.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hey, you gotta have fun. Any other ones? And thanks for starting us off. Any other ones from anyone else that you want to respond to on this slide? And if not, that's okay. We'll just go to the next one. I like the one on the middle, on the right-hand side with the blade and the reflection.
Yeah, that's Dave. Dave is a janitor, and he cleans the dojo. Yeah, and so I'm cleaning a Johnny. What's the name of that thing?
Guantao.
I'm cleaning that thing with. And that's what Dave usually did, is like he went around the dojo just cleaning everything. Like I think we said that he probably had some OCD a little bit, but yeah, and that's with that frame.
Gotcha.
The one I was going to talk about is the one at the bottom with they're kind of doing like this. That was like one of the parts that I wrote with the ha-hu ha-ya, which I really like because it homages one of my favorite films. I don't even know if Johnny knows that. It's from Army of Darkness. There's a scene where they go ha-hu ha-ya. And so this scene kind of homages that, even though it's not like outright homaging it, but like the lyrics and stuff. So you see that, just think Army of Darkness. Nothing to do with this film.
Awesome.
Was it hoo-ha or ha-hu?
Ha-hu ha-ya.
I think we did the hoo-ha ha-ya.
Let's go.
You changed it.
Yeah, we changed it up, Kyle. Sorry.
That's what you said. It's still the essence of it. Uh-oh.
Essence. No, we're good.
Let's go to the next slide.
All right. If I know how to do this.
Bottom left, you hover. Yep. How about these? Anything?
The one at the bottom right is at the Metro Park Zoo. We got permission to shoot there. It was fun. And we had to shoot one scene again because the elephant came out to play. So we had to run around and quickly redo that scene again. But it was fun. Unfortunately, it's a very, very sunny day. So we had to, we shot in 3 cameras, then we had to color correct the whole thing like crazy. I think it took me more than 3 months to color correct that particular scene.
Wow.
And
how long is the scene, like an actual, like, addition to the movie? Like, was it a 5-minute scene, 15-minute?
7 minutes, I think.
Okay. And the elephant came out, so you guys had to pause and wait for them to leave again, or what?
No, they stay out. They stay
Oh, okay.
out the whole entire time that we were there.
Oh, wow.
And we got it done all by 6 o'clock, so we were on schedule.
Cool.
So yeah, once you see the movie, that you realize how much we spent on that day. Green Park, that's actually the Cleveland Cultural Gardens. We shot it in all over the place there.
Gotcha.
That was lots of fun. We shot at Gatti on the top right, top left, and then we went to a school, a charter school that teach English and Spanish, 3 languages.
Okay.
So we shot over there.
The top left, where the top left, where was that again?
Oh, the top left is the Gatti negative space.
Oh, okay.
The top right is the high school, elementary school. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. And this is the last one.
Jason, you can talk about the hand gesture with Rosie.
Those are just one of those, like, you find comedic moments when you start working with other actors and actresses. And Rosie and I have actually worked together before, so we already had previous, like, friendship chemistry. But having to actually, because I actually play her son, so I was just like, what would Ed do when his mom's nagging him? And definitely the talk to the hand gesture came out halfway through her speech.
Nice.
Yeah, we originally have a hard time. Once we figure out Jason will play the lead role for Ed, we need to find a way to connect the dots with who's going to be the mom, who's going to be the dad. So luckily, Jason worked with Rosie before, so like, oh, that's perfect. She happens to know how to sing too, so that's actually connected the whole dots together.
And I saw Rosie put a comment on the Innerself Facebook page that said she was surprised how quickly you all worked to get this done. So
yes, because there's no visual.
Say that again?
There is no visual effect in this one. Editing for this is fly through really easily. I think that's the easiest one for me to edit, but at the same time, it was also the hardest one to edit because of the music.
Right.
So, yeah.
And Keith, is Keith gone? Did we lose? Oh no,
I'm
Keith,
here.
I'm sorry. I gotta move my camera over so they can see you. So I see you here in the top right in a picture, and you're choreographing this scene. Is that correct?
That's where we're about to jump Ed.
Oh, all right.
Funny story about that. The cops got called on us.
Some guys getting beat up
multiple times.
Yeah, tell the whole story correctly, Keith.
Well, the thing is, I in my mind, I thought they wouldn't call the cops because after we beat him up, we pick him back up and give him back his stuff and dust him off. There's a whole bunch of crew wearing crew shirts, along the line, and there's all this equipment, and the cops still got called. It just was beyond belief to me. Like, well, we keep helping him back up and jumping him in the same exact spot, doing the same exact moves over and over.
I think we need like a bat signal, because when we were doing for the Connected, and or a huge neon light that all of us, whenever we're filming, we can just plant into the sky so people can see, hey, we're filming here, and we probably have all of our permits, and we probably have permission. Please, don't call anyone.
Exactly.
So, but cool. Anyone else? Any other reactions to this last set?
I think the one in the room where Misha and Felicity is sitting away from everybody else. Mm-hmm. Jerry, Keith, Portia, they have a great time eating.
Yeah, that was a hard scene because that pizza was good.
At one point, we had to label the slices that we were taking bites out of, right?
Yeah, that was mine. And we had to take little small bites so that way it would always look like we were eating new pizza.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Cool. Well, thanks, Kyle, for sharing those, and thanks everyone for kind of walking through those. So let's go and just get into a little bit of promo for the event coming up on May 12th, and just kind of talk a little bit about what you guys have going on that night and all that before we close out.
Cool. Kyle, you can talk, so I can respond something else.
Johnny, it's all you. You're the promoter. Got it. Go, Johnny.
Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle.
Well, you do it.
It's
Inner
Self, a martial arts musical. It's on May 12th at 8 p.m. at Atlas Cinema Lakeshore.
Yes.
You guys doing a pre-party? I know when Tot Films Production always does stuff, he does a pre-party, post-party, post-party, party afterwards. What are you guys doing?
I know that Misha is thinking about getting a party bus going on to go there to the premiere. Actually, a screening, rather. And then afterwards, we could have a get-together for anybody who would be interested after the movie at the Standard restaurant, which is about 5 minutes away. I heard that the place is good. I've never been there before. They actually just stay open late for us, so we can party there. You basically pay for your meal and drinks, but have a good time.
Awesome. So it's Innerself the Movie. Make sure that you guys check them out. And if you want to get tickets for the event, you can see right there, it's innerself.eventbrite.com. You can also find them on Facebook, Innerself the Movie, and Innerself VIP Screening, I believe, is the name of the event, if they want to find the actual event. But just go online, search Innerself, and it is a martial arts musical. You guys will love it. You guys, thank you for coming on tonight and kind of walking through and introducing yourself to everybody and being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, and then, so this is going to end our live broadcast. If you guys have any other announcements, go ahead and make them, or shout-outs, go ahead and make them.
We're going to have a quick announcement before the movie starts. We have 4 different trailers going to be shown first time.
Perfect.
And that would be cool. One for Maximilian, one for Parker, one for Wuxia 2, and the Cleveland Asian Festival, obviously. And I think they're all composed by Aria, right? Aria?
Aria? Hello?
Yeah.
Lost him.
Oh,
He's
we
gone.
did lose him.
He's like, I'm not answering that question. I'm out.
Oh, wait. Is he coming
He's back. He's back.
Yes, there he is.
So, Aria, you composed all the stuff. He composed 3 of the trailers that'll be debuting the day of. So.
Right. Sorry, I got dropped out there.
Masterful job of coming back in, though.
Thanks.
Go ahead, sorry.
So I missed the question. I'm sorry. What was the question?
That did you compose the music for Parker, Maximilian trailer, and for Wuxia 2 trailer, correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. So the trailers that some or maybe all, I don't know how many trailers are playing, but I did do the music for those.
They're all playing. And a trailer for the Asian Festival. And when's the Asian Festival?
The Asian Festival will be May 19th and 20th.
So that's the weekend after.
Yeah, and then if everything was okay this coming week, then we probably show the whole thing in DCP format. It'll be all digital.
Awesome.
It'll be fun.
Cool, guys. Well, again, thanks for coming on. You guys check out Innerself the Movie and come to the VIP screening on May 12th at Atlas Lakeshore at 8 p.m. So thanks for coming on for the Creator Spotlight, guys, and I will see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye, everyone.
Thank you bunch.
Yeah.